Hey everyone, it's Julian, and we're here to talk about Shadowverse Worlds Beyond post day 1. I'm going to start with the negatives, and I'm sure you guys know what I'm going to talk about, because I think it's really important, and I do think it needs to be fixed in the game, but we are going to talk about the positives, because I love this game. I really, really do, and I don't want it to fail because of some very greedy, maneuvers by these, companies and side games. But we do have to talk about it. But I will talk about the positives because I really am enjoying the game. So, what am I talking about? Of course, that is just the general anti-free-to-play tendencies in this game. So, number one, in the original Shadowverse, packs cost 100 gold, and you were given a lot of different packs and stuff. Obviously, this was, late in the game. History, if you started after they announced Worlds Beyond, you got, tons of packs every day. And that was obviously just to promote Worlds Beyond and want people to stay playing the game and, keep the game relevant. But even before that, you were given a lot of packs and cards and gold. And it was not very hard to keep up with the meta as a free-to-play player. So, in my example, I definitely have spent, a lot of money on the game in the past, in Shadowverse, but there was a point where I just was able to just not have to spend any more money because I could just, dust, decraft the old cards and recraft the new ones. So, that takes us to our first, major point is, you cannot decraft, or whatever word you want to call it, you can't liquefy cards that you do not have extra copies of. So, for example, let's use a legendary, let's see. What's some legendary that's we'll do Garyu. I don't really want to play Dragon, and, I got a random Garyu. I cannot liquefy this and get the vials to craft other cards unless I have an extra copy of him past the 3 playset, So I need to get a 4th copy of this card to be able to get rid of one of them. They say this is to promote class experimentation and stuff. My issue with that is they did not create the set, the first set, in a way where you cannot, you do not have to use legendaries for the set, or for the deck to function. There's a lot of decks in the game right now that just do not really function, in classes that do not really function without legendaries. Like Dragon without the ramp gold, what's her name, Liu Fang, and some of the legendaries like Burnite and Forte are just terrible because the bronzes and silvers are not good, which is really annoying and frustrating. Abyss is probably one of the worst classes right now, and all of its legendaries are its only good cards. Its only good cards are Cerberus, Medusa, and Gravy a little bit. And it's frustrating because it's because it's like that, I don't want to play Abyss. So it's I want to get rid of these two our Gravies, or whatever, I call them Gravy, to go and build a finished sword, because I haven't been able to finish sword yet, and I can't do that. So that's number one. That's a very big issue. But you combine that with the fact that they increase the price of packs to 500 gold. So now, it's so funny because I was talking to my friend last night. Oh, I just realized I am blocking my gold. I have 140 gold right now. But I was joking with my friend that he had he had 1,000 gold. I was like, oh, go buy 10 packs. I was like, oh wait, no, that's not how it works. You can only get 2 packs, because back in the day it was 100 gold per pack. All of this combined makes the game extremely hard to play free-to-play. The other issue, and I already picked it up, so I can't really show you, I don't think, right? No, I don't think so. Is, they give you a pre-built deck, right? They give you a pre-built deck, if you complete the missions. They're very easy to do. The issue is you only get 1 legendary and 3 golds, and a lot of them, the golds are not the good golds, because there's a lot of golds that are not good. There's some, like, most of the golds are pretty okay, but, like, you have the Haven one where it's like, you get John, who's a really good legendary, but then you get, like, Skullthane, and 2, of the Arya, which is pretty good, or Beast Call Arya, or Pact of the Breeze Princess, I guess it's called in this game, which is pretty good, but it's not a good combination of, like, the good golds and the bad golds, you know, and then, like, good legendary, bad legendary. So, all of that to say is we're in a really bad situation, and it's reflecting with the general consensus of the game. If you look on Steam, it's, what, overwhelmingly negative now? Let me just go double check. And all of the comments, you don't ever see a comment or a review that's saying the game is bad. It's all about the anti-free-to-playness and how greedy and expensive all of the cards are, and the fact that you can't liquefy cards you don't want. Because again, if they crafted a good set, it would help alleviate this. And the set is really good, and we'll get into this. I think the game is really, really good and in a very good spot right now. But if you say, we want you to experiment with classes, and we want you to, like, have all of the cards available to you, not necessarily, they didn't word it like that, because you can't have all the cards available to you, you have to make every class equally good, which is impossible in a game like this. It's impossible. Because if you get it, and you also have to make it so that if you get a legendary, you can automatically go and make that deck, because the bronzes and silvers make up that deck. There are a couple decks that are like that. Artifact Portal, which is one of the better decks right now, is very free-to-play friendly, because all of its good cards, most of its good cards, are bronzes and silvers. You only need a couple golds, like the Alouette, and then you really want the Ralmia, but you don't necessarily need it. And a lot of builds are playing the Orcas just because it's a very good card on its own. But you can build the foundation of it with just bronzes and silvers. That's like the only deck right now you can do that with. That's like good, you know. And then you have other decks that we'll get into in a second. One of the decks I've been playing a lot that I think is one of the stronger decks right now is Haven. I think Haven is like one of the best class right now, and I don't even have it fully built out. But I used all of my vials, and I'm still missing a rodeo, and I still can't craft the filled out gold because I never pulled it. But look how many legendaries this is. This is nuts. This is almost every single legendary you have access to in the class. It's crazy. And obviously it's like, I want them to make good legendaries, but this issue, I guess I should say, the issue is not the amount of legendaries that are needed for a deck. The issue is you cannot get those legendaries easily, you know? And I'm speaking from someone that, like, I spent a lot of money already on this game, and it's just not good. It's just not good. So many people are talking about it, and it's the #1 story of this game right now, that I do think they will change it. I would bet, not money, but I would bet clout coins that they will change. Is that a crypto now? I used to use that joke a long time ago, but now I just realized that's probably a crypto. We don't do crypto here anyway. They need to change this. I think they will change it. If they don't, the game is dead. Like, that's it. I don't mean to doom post. I don't mean to, anything. And this next half of this video, I'm going to be gushing about the game, the actual gameplay. So, I am not here to doom. I am very positive about this game. But it will die, and new players will not want to play the game, and people will not want to stay playing the game if the economy is like this. You have to go back to 100 gold per pack. We didn't even talk about, because it's cosmetic, but the leaders, the tickets are ridiculous. They're so silly. Where is the drop chance? 0.06, not 0.6. 0.06. I don't know. Yeah. It's rough right now. And, yeah, I think they're going to change it. It's the #1 story right now of this game. No one is really able to talk about how great the game is without caveating it like, hey, you know, you have to spend money to be competitive in this game. Not even competitive, but just, like, enjoy the game, you know? Because I did that budget video, you know, deck list, and I think it's a really good to build upon, you know, like, fundamental decks to build upon. But you can't really go into a game with that, with that, like, just bronzes and silvers and be okay. With Artifact, I think you can. I do think you can do that with Artifact. But yeah, I think that's it for the negatives. I just wanted to really start the video with that, because I think we need to talk about it. I mean, people are already talking about it anyway, you know, but it will kill the game, especially with the accelerated schedule of the next set is coming out in a month. Next set's coming out in a month. They want us to drop $500 every set. Like, what? Like, I don't even see, like, I've pretty much been set in, like, okay, these are just the cards I have. You know, the cards I have right now are the cards I have, because I don't see myself getting a ton more packs anytime soon, and I can't really spend any more money. So it's like, I don't know. It's, I gotta make do. I have Haven, which is cool, and it's really good. Haven's really strong. But there's a lot of other classes I want to try that I can't really. I am going to try Artifact here soon, but because I opened in one of the last packs I just did. I got a Ralmia, which is nice, the second Ralmia. So, but anyway, that's the negatives. But time to talk about the positives. The game is really good. It is back to the basics, Shadowverse, but not boring. It's very fun. Every class feels like it does something different. Even the classes that, like, have the same gameplay, like Sword and Shadow, or, you know, board-based decks. Even Artifact to a little bit of an extent. But there's a lot of flexibility in all of the decks, which I really love. I'll give you an example. So, with Haven, obviously, besides the legendaries, like I talked about, there's a lot of interesting paths you can go down. So, you have these really strong cards of, like, Salefa, John, Own Holy Grail, which is the Destroy Everything amulet. But since I'm missing Phil Dow, I put in Ronavero, because I pulled him. If you have to craft, I would definitely craft Phil Dow over this guy. But since I have him, I was like, well, let me try the Dark Haven Grace, because I can have this alternate game plan of playing the amulet, and then, like, he's ambushed, so I can buff him a bunch. And he'll just be kind of on the field, and eventually I'll get a big amount of damage. But there's a lot, most of the decks, again, you know, Star, once you get all the you know, the necessary legendaries and stuff, have a lot of different avenues and pathways to change the game plan and stuff, which I really like. Another class I was messing with a lot, this is not the list I had like a 6 or 7 win streak with Forest. This is not the exact list because I ended up getting some more cards. But Forest is a deck I really want to mess with, because when it feels good, it's really good. But when it feels bad, you're like, wow, I can't do anything with my hand. It's really bad. So I need to figure out a right mix of high value cards and these fairies and stuff to be able to do my combos and stuff. So I'm really interested to figure Forest out. That is the deck that I'm tinkering with the most. Haven I've kind of already got set. It's very fun. It's very good. I think Haven is the strongest right now. Just from what I've seen, it's just not many decks can beat the control power it has, unless you're Dragon and you ramp 3 times in a row and hit Cocytus on curve. But and Burnite into Cocytus on curve, of course. But yeah, that is the Forest deck. I think that a lot of the other decks, like Rune, I really like too, but I'm missing too many of the cards. Like, I'm missing Anagrea, and I did pull 1 Dimension Climb, but I'm missing 2 more. So I can't really play Spell Boost Rune to its like full effect, right? But it's a fun deck. It's very good. A lot of my friends have it built as well, and they've said it's really good right now. So that's good. And then Artifact is one of the best decks right now, and it's one of the cheaper decks. You do kind of need Ralmia. Like, I just pulled the second Ralmia, so I'm going to add her in. But I was playing with 1 Ralmia for a little bit, and it does not feel like good with 1 Ralmia. Same with Orcus. You really do want multiple Orcuses. But you can still get the main game plan, and you can supplement it with the cheap puppet cards. Like, obviously, you know, I've been gassing up Medical Grade Assassin. Medical Grade Assassin is an insane bronze. And an early game threat. Puppet Theater, I keep almost saying Puppet Theater Room. But, and then I'm debating cutting this for the other Puppet Generator, the 2-drop 2/2, and trying to go more mix of puppets and mostly Artifact. Just because I feel like a 1/3 stat line is pretty weak right now. And it's very similar to this one, but it has no Evo effect. So, yeah, and we kind of have enough gear generators that I don't think I need as much. Because the games that I lose with this deck is I get overran in the early game. So having access to more puppets and stuff and fueling the Medical Grade Assassin might be better. So I really like Artifacts. It feels like a really good mix of control and mid-range and stuff, and you have a game plan to build towards the big mech. It doesn't happen a lot because turn 10 doesn't happen a ton. You do really want to focus on trying to just stay alive and clear boards and stuff with your artifacts. I will say it feels really bad when you don't draw Alouette. I am thinking of putting back the spell, the silver spell that summons 2 copies of the artifacts and then they die at the end of your opponent's turn. I think I will try that because there are a couple games I was like, man, I'm not drawing Alouette, and I really need him, her. I'm not 100% sure. To be able to stabilize in that mid game, but it's a lot of fun. It's a very fun deck to like learn. There's a lot of intricacies with it, like which artifact you want to build towards. All of the artifacts are pretty good. All the 5-drop artifacts are pretty good. The heal one is really nice. If you can kind of gamble and go, hey, I don't need to clear the board right now. I'm just going to like have this 3/5 really well statted, 3/5 that's going to heal me and get, value that way. And then, of course, you have the damage one and the AoE one. So, really like that from Artifact. Have not been able to play Sword too much because I still have not gotten Amelia. But, we will try it at some point. Every time I face it, it feels pretty weak right now, which is a shame. I feel like I thought it was going to be really good. But, of course, that could just be, like, I am playing, like, the hard control decks, like Haven. Forest can lean pretty control-y, so. But, yeah, that's the game. That's the, like, meta game, I guess, right, of, like, the actual game. But everything else about the game is so good looking. It looks amazing. The stages are really awesome. Back in the day for Shadowverse 1, I just turned stages off. I just used the default stages. I don't think I'm going to do that. Now, all the stages look really awesome. I hope they add a couple more. The music is really, really good. And, all of the backgrounds and stuff, like, for the main screen are really cool. I haven't messed with the park. The park's fine, But there's a lot here that I like they're also doing is they're going to be doing, where was this? Yeah, lobby tournaments. I think this is super cool. This is like a, almost like a local, for like an online game. I think that's such a great idea. And hopefully you can get a couple rewards maybe. It seems like the Grand Prix is coming back as well, which was the event where you go in. I assume it's going to work the same where you go in and you choose a deck and then you try to win 5 games and you can get rewards and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, I just realized though. The Grand Prix usually does take gold or tickets that you can get in the original game. If they make Grand Prix, what was it? It was 150, so it'd be 750 gold That would be awful. That would be awful. Not to put negative stuff in the positive section, but I hope they go, we're making the Grand Prix free, 5 runs every day or something like that. That'd be awesome. Do I think they're gonna do that? But yeah, so I haven't read the story yet, but I do want to see what's going on there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Game is really cool. I'm really enjoying it. I'm just happy it's out, and it feels like the Shadowverse, the peak Shadowverse that's in my mind, you know, of how the gameplay works, how the classes feel, and I really, really love that. And they just need to just fix the economy, and this game is, it's we have so many people talking about the game. Imagine those people were talking about how good the game is, because no one says that, oh wow, the game sucks. We can't get any cards, you know? So, fix that for me, Side Games. I think they will. I have confidence in them, because I don't think they want this game to fail. I think the reason they did this is because they wanted to get money from the people, and I think they're going to realize, wow, if we don't fix this, people are going to quit. So, if they do it fast enough, I think they can get back the people that have already been put off by the game. So, yeah, I will keep you guys updated on that, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys' thoughts about all of this are in the comments, because I do really want to focus. I think after this, I will mostly be focusing on gameplay and showing decks and stuff, so this is going to be sort of the outlet for the super big negativity of the economy. If the game ends up being bad, if the meta ends up being bad, I will talk about that, of course, too. But I did just want to talk about that. I know a lot of people are discussing that, and it's a very big deal, and it's a very big worry for this game. But, yeah, okay. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys are enjoying Shadowverse Worlds Beyond. And, yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.